Hey, welcome back, Amaro C.
Flynn Johnson.
This is the show where we talk about growing up and everything in between.
In between the sheets, like only.
Make sure you subscribe, share, whatever that good stuff is, wherever you're listening to this.
Make sure you leave us a little review, you know.
A little review.
Leave us a little review because it helps an independent podcast like ourselves, who nobody cares about.
Exactly. We've two listeners, me and you.
And me, Shout out to
okay, three listeners.
But yeah, make sure you leave us a little review, like, subscribe to wherever you get your podcasts, because we're just, as Rocky would say, a little fish in a big pond
Of shish. This is Gobsmacked.
Let's get it.
Do you know this rumour in, right?
Right.
When we first moved in. No, sorry. No, was it when we moved in? No, we bought the house before Christmas it was. Remember it was before. Remember the big snowstorm we had that year? Remember it was real bad?
Yeah.
Anyway, we bought the house. It was ready for us to move in, right? We were like, nah, let's gut it out. And we were spending obscene amount of money doing it up, right? There's some mad reason, but we did it anyway. But Danielle wanted to carpet the gaff. So we carpeted the stairs and all that stuff in the studio here that we're in now, right? I didn't want carpet. I just wanted some wooden floors and I just put down a rug or something. She was like, no, don't do it, Chip. No.
Chip, don't do it.
Right? She was like, no, don't
Rich,
do it.
don't do it.
Nah, she was dead right. So I said, right, yeah, well, I'll just get the offcuts of the carpet or whatever put in. So she got them to carpet in here as well. And I'm terrified of spiders, right? Hate them. Hate the bastards, right?
There we go.
Oh, right? I came up the stairs, right? So it comes up the stairs.
Right.
I swings the door open, yeah? You know how it is in here. So I swung the door open, flicked the light on, and I turned around this fucking Rottweiler. This Rottweiler with 20 legs standing there, growling at me, right? This thing foaming at the mouth, fucking trying to grab me, right? I just see him in the middle of the floor. And it was that, I got that much of a fright, I stopped and went, oh, sorry. I flicked the light off and just walked out. I just turned the light off, closed the door, I didn't go back in for about 3-4 weeks.
Like you walked in and somebody going to the toilet. Like,
that's what it was like. It was like I was walking in, he was fucking in here wanking or something. I was like, oh, sorry. Flicked the light off and walked back out. And it was about 4 weeks before I came back into the studio. I'm not even joking. I don't even know where he's gone. He could be still in here.
This is his gaff now, bro.
Sometimes I do hear him at night.
Richie. That's what yeah.
Is that whiskey downstairs? Is that whore down there fucking growling?
There's whiskey at the end of this bed.
Where's that dog? Swear to God, man. Oh my Lord. There's spiders in this gaff.
Oh, I'd say so.
I came up the stairs to Dory's room one day. Dory's on the second floor.
Yeah.
So I came up and I forgot what I was doing. I think I was checking her or something, or I think I was going to the toilet, the main bathroom on the floor or something like that.
Yeah.
And I just clocked this cunt car in my eye. This big lanky bastard. These big gigantic legs just stretched out, right? Like a fucking crane he was.
Like
big crane legs on him. He just stretched out and just went, fuck this. On toe he went straight into Dory's room. Dory has wooden floors in her room and you could hear them on the fucking floor like I went she was in her cot. I think I had to run in and kill him. Oh,
you're one of them that's afraid of spiders. Danielle's the same. Danielle's would be like, he was the same size as me.
I swear they fucking do be. They fucking do be too.
They do be too.
Oh, that nasty little fuckers they are.
Spiders aren't the thing for me, bro. I don't mind spiders at all. What gets me,
even if I'm in the same vicinity as a spider, I clock him in the corner of me. I'm like, got you now, bitch. I got you. I see you. And I know, as soon as he moves, I'm like, all right, where is he? I'll be fucking watching him, hawking him out of it. Grab a runner and chase him.
This your gaff now, bro, yeah.
Here's the keys, bro. Just throw the keys on. This is your gaff now, brother. I'm gone. See you later. Never forget that though. Yeah, came in the studio and he's fucking in the middle of the floor.
You motherfuckers ain't gonna do me like you did Peter Parker.
This thing was doing weights. The fucking, he was a unit. He was. Just the size of. He's like a fucking gorilla. Stared at me. He was like, "What you gonna do?" Sorry, bro. Backed out. Swear to God, he's probably still in the fucking room. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, no, spoilers aren't the thing for me at all, bro. That's fucking thing built like the Rock.
That's what he was like. Chased me down the stairs, he did. Still haunts me dreams, the cunt. I have to lock the door every time I leave.
Fucking spoiler walking around in your jocks. This is my gap now.
Making phone calls on the phone. Downstairs grabbing stuff out of the fridge and all. Alright, bro.
Alright. Last night he's on a floating around the cab. It's my gap.
Me and Danny be watching something sit where you just see him come in. Alright.
Alright. He's doing alright. You need that in the shop.
He was going to bed now, what? Because like, I have stuff to watch. Alright, sorry, bro. It's the remote.
Sorry,
Dwayne.
Dwayne.
Audio something.
Dwayne the spoiler. Sorry, Dwayne. There you go.
The fucking Brock.
No, spoilers aren't the thing for me at all, bro. I don't care about spoilers. They don't bother me. It's mice, right? Like, brother, see a mouse? Yeah, don't come near me with that.
They don't bother me at all.
Oh, bro, they get me. I was sitting in the gaff. I'll never forget. And this is obviously no reflection on my man and dad's house. My dad's house very clean. Right?
Everybody gets mice.
Everybody gets mice, right?
When it gets cold out, they come inside.
Yeah, they all go in, yeah. But I was sitting there, never forget, bro. I ordered the chipper, yeah, because I'm a slob, right? So I ordered the chipper. Chipper comes, little chicken kebab tray out, Julio's. Oh my God! Shout out to Julio's.
Okay.
If you want to sponsor us, let us know. Yeah,
Give us a shout.
Julio's, right?
We'll take payment in chips.
Chips and kebab trays. So this chicken kebab tray comes, and I'm in me El Monte. I'm pretty sure I was hungover as well. After six Capri Suns deep, like, you know what I mean? I was like, I'll get a chipper. Like, its stomach's up now.
Yeah.
Sitting there in me element. Never forget it, bro. Clear as day. Wolf of Wall Street on the telly. Never forget it, yeah? I don't know why I was watching this film. I was just watching past the time
It's a great film.
before I had to go back to sleep again. Before I could go back to sleep again. So I'm eating this thing, and I'm sitting here, and all I can hear is, oh, that's all I can hear. It's just a little weird noise I never heard before in my life. I was like, what the fuck? And I'm looking around, and I was like, is that in this film? And I paused it, and I could still hear it, right? And bro, I'm not joking. I'm sitting on like the left side of the bed, and I turned, and this thing was on the pillow of the right side of the bed. Oh, for you, bro! The kebab tray went that way. Yeah, I grabbed. The kebab tray slapped off me wardrobe. I grabbed the pillow and I just went, ah! Fuck the thing up in the air. This thing slammed off the ceiling. And just legged it down the stairs. Oh, stop. Brother, I swear I have never gotten... Do you know one of them frights where, like... You know, like...
Stuart Little now here, just with the feet up. What's the story, bro? What's your order?
Fucking pillow, the neck
a bit of that.
The neck of the cunt. The neck of him sitting on the pillow. Yeah, leave his hands on that kebab tray, will you?
And he smokes.
I swear to God, I was like, what? I turned, yeah, and you know that feeling of like, the only way I can describe it is, you know when you're walking and you stand on a snail, and you get that feeling like that, like that. You know what I mean? Like a shit goes like, bro, I went, kebab tray slapped off my wardrobe, and it got the pillow, and I hoofed this thing, and I went slapped off the ceiling, and then landed on my bed again, and I was like, rattling. And he legged him. My dad came up there. What the fuck's going on? I was like, there's been a mouse in this room, and he was like, are you for real?
I thought it was a serial killer.
This fella parked up on the bleeding pillow beside me.
It's probably your fucking dad's.
Oh, that was for the snake cave, alright, yeah. I swear to God. But see, that's what I mean. Like, animals like that, bro, don't bother me. I could wrap a snake around my neck, it wouldn't bother me. But see, mouse, dirty things, I can't stand. God.
I'm not mad about rats now, but fucking mice now.
Nah, mice. And I wouldn't mind. He was like,
I kill them all the time, little cunts, when I catch them.
He was a baby mouse as well. Like, freaked me out though, bro. I just wasn't expecting it.
He just wanted to chill out with you.
Yeah, that's what it was.
What's the story, bro?
Camp up, just lean
Dad
on me.
said I could come up.
He just leans on me. Yeah,
he says I'm going to see the snake tomorrow, so he says I can come up and have me last meal, you know.
I'm going to see the snake tomorrow.
Go play with the snake tomorrow, so he said I could buzz up.
I'm on death row, bro.
Me last meal and all, you know.
Fella sitting there playing the Xbox.
And he garlic sauce. And he smokes.
I was actually wondering if I could spit something for you, bro. If you don't mind. This is a mouse starts
rapping. Top, yeah. Off top.
Off top of the dome.
Off top, yeah.
Stuart Little wanted to vibe with me, you see. Bro, I was shitting. I mean, I shit myself, like shit me bags. I don't know why. I think I do hate them, like, but I think I got more of a fright because I wasn't expecting it at all. Like, you know what I mean, this fella camped up on the pillow, getting some Z's. Watching Wolf of Wall Street, she's dead, isn't it?
Go on, Leo.
Yeah. He should have got a knock for that. Yeah, other than that, bro, you know me, I've been around animals my whole life, like mad exotic shit. Like, you know what I mean? So I don't fear anything like that. Like, my dad has this this blue lagoon. I think it's called a blue lagoon. If he hears this, he'll probably lean back to me for butchering it. Like, but I think it's called a blue lagoon iguana in the gaff. You want to see this thing? It's a joke. It is.
Did I see that when I was up there?
No, it's only new. We only got it there, I think, last year or something. You haven't been up to me, man.
Right. In ages, yeah.
But yeah, man, he got this show. So I've been around stuff like that for years. His name's Norman. That's a great name, isn't it?
What up, Norm?
What up, Norm? Norm the iguana. But yeah, I've been around stuff like that my whole life. So it's not so much animals, bro, that like I'm afraid of. It's just like the little wild joke stuff. Rats, sea rats. It's a different. I won't even. Oh no! Don't even get me started on rats.
Water rats.
Oh, water rats slagging the boys. I come across a rat and like, yeah, do you know that Richie fella there?
Do you know that swimming team did? I'm seeing him around the world.
What happened to them? Them boys are sound. You're the little
mate
shy
Stuart
bag.
was up the gaff there the other day, and he was saying he seen one of them. He kicked him out, though. Hungry cunt.
Yeah, so for the chip, he told him to fuck off.
Oh, I'd say that was fucking
That's
gas.
mad, though. I never knew you didn't like spiders, bro.
Oh, I fucking despised them, little cunts.
Yeah, that's mad. But rodents in general.
Nowadays, I'll drop kick them. Before, though, I'd have to get Danielle to kill them. And I'm like, I go there. The size of that thing. The size of a penny.
Yeah.
It's a fucking monster.
I used to be terrified of superstitions back in the day, bro. Like, I wouldn't even if the boys messed with me and they tried to push me on the foreshores, I'd be nearly crying. Stop! Me ma's obviously gonna die or something, you know. Something bad's gonna happen.
You would have done like with the old phones where it's like, text this to 10 people.
Oh yeah.
Or
I
your
used to
sister will
chain
die.
mails. Oh, are you mad? Chain mails, bro. I was like, shit, better get this done.
No delaying. Miss, I need to go home. I have 10 texts to send. Can I send one to you, please?
Fuck, I only have 9 contacts. That's why I gotta send it. No, bro, I was one of them.
As some people running up to people on the street, can I send this text to you, please? This is gonna die.
I was one of them, bro. One like, one prayer. You know what I mean? No, but I was very afraid of superstitions, bro. Like, I wouldn't step on cracks or anything like that.
Would you not?
No, I was a freak, man. I was a freak. Like,
I never believed any of that shit.
I was just, I don't know why. I think because like my nanny and my ma, I would have spent a lot of time with my nanny and my ma, and obviously my dad as well. Like, but I would have spent a lot of time with my nanny and my ma on the weekends, like, and I'd hear them like saying, "Oh no, Michelle, you can't step on that now."
Yeah.
You know, because they were very superstitious.
Yeah.
Michelle, you can't step on that now. You know what I mean?
Step on that crack, you'll fall through and die. Okay.
I was one of them. I was terrified of foreshores, bro. I'd avoid them at all costs. Like, you know what I mean? All costs. Swear to God.
2 magpies now, I'll be crying.
I need to see another one. And see if I broke a mirror. Forget about it. Forget about it, bro. 7 years of my life were about to be ruined. Yeah.
I got to go to isolation for 7 years. Come back to me in 7 years, man. Why happened to you? I broke a mirror. You didn't. I did.
Anto! He's after breaking a mirror.
Get the chains and we lock the fucking door.
We'll have to move. I swear I thought the world would end, bro. I'm not messing. Ladders won't catch me under them. Tell you that much. I don't care anymore. Like, obviously,
That's fucking gas.
back then, bro, I was terrified of superstitions. Like, terrified of them.
That's mad.
You can't break that. Can't break that superstition. Like, you know what I mean?
I can't remember if I believed the mirror thing or not. You get 7 years bad luck.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
No, I definitely did. Like, I did, like, bro. I shit myself if a mirror broke around me. It wasn't even me.
Did I touch that? Luigi board. Forget about it.
Oh, stop, bro. No, I swear I was one of them kids. Don't be stepping on them cracks, bro. You break your man's back.
Don't send that text to me.
Step on a crack and run into me bar. Is your back alright? Is your back okay?
Yeah, it's grand, boy. I'm stepping on a crack.
Stepping on and we have to move.
Stepping on a crack.
We have to move. Oh, stop.
That's mad that you believed in that.
Yeah, I was one of them kids, like. But I'm never afraid of
Is that
animal.
an Irish thing, is it?
I think it is.
Because I grew up in Manchester, like between here and Manchester, so I don't know.
No, I
if
think the
even-
UK. I think I've heard some people from the UK talk
I don't
about
think I ever fell under that now.
Yeah. For sure, bro. I'm still a bit iffy about
Superstition.
it. I'll step
Is
on.
that why you won't get in a lift or anything?
No, I won't get in the lift because I'm just mad. I don't know. Like, I'm better now. Like, I will now. Do you know what I mean? Like, see that Stephen's Green car park lift?
Yeah.
I'm not getting that bleeding thing. Not a chance.
What is that?
I think it's a form of, like, obviously claustrophobia is like this thing that you kind of self-diagnose yourself with.
Yeah,
kind of,
yeah,
like.
yeah.
But I think what happened was there was people, like, my nanny was like very claustrophobic. My nanny was one of these people, bro. She had to leave her gaff was like, the rooms in her gaff were pretty small, like, out in Germany, and like she would like leave the door open in the bathroom when she's going to the toilet and all, like, because she'd freak in case it got locked out. So she used to always shout down, "I'm going to the toilet," and we'd have to stay downstairs, like we couldn't even go up to the room, right? But yeah, she was. So I think just seeing that, and I think I just, bro, to be honest with you, I think I just self-diagnosed myself, and I was like, so I think I might have a touch of that. You know what I mean? So I was afraid for sure when me and you first met and all.
Oh, it was gas.
It was a nightmare for you because you were like, "What do you mean you're going to take these 6 flight of stairs?" And I'd be like,
Oh,
"I get
no,
that
yeah.
lift, bro." I get that
Why not? It's the size of a sitting room. I'm not going in there, bro. You get stuck in there and die. You
Yeah.
fall down a crack. Like, all right.
If there's
Is
a
that
mirror
foreshortened
in
there, is that?
if there's a mirror in there, I'll tell you it'll break. No, but I was one of the. I was just, yeah, bro. I was just with lifts. Like, I'm still getting better. Like, see if do you know what happens to me is, if I'm locked, like if I was drunk, all that kind of does away with it. Like,
Yeah,
like,
disappears.
yeah, do you know what I mean? And
That's when you know it's self-diagnosed.
that's what I mean. Yeah.
That's when you know.
Scared getting a lift with 20 people, like, you know what I mean, like that.
Can't even squeeze it in. Like, get up. Does this lift go to the top, lad? Smash that mirror there.
it was just a fear of getting stuck in them, bro. It wasn't lifts themselves, like, it was a fear of getting stuck in them, you know what I mean?
That's mad.
If I got stuck in them, I would immediately not be able to breathe. Like, I know I would. So
Jesus, take me now, please.
I'm after breaking this boxing mirror as well.
I'm going to be stuck here for 7 years now.
Yeah, I'm just afraid of getting stuck in them, bro. That's all.
Yeah, man, spiders and fucking heights for me. Heights is a big thing for me.
Heights,
as well.
yeah?
Blech.
That's mad. That's
Yeah.
mad. I never knew that you were afraid of heights, bro.
Yeah.
'Cause
Certain
you love a
heights,
good
though.
mountain climb, like.
I do. It's weird. It's probably a self-diagnosed thing again.
Yeah.
Just like high heights, like fucking heights. You know what I mean?
Really, eh?
Yeah,
Like
go
you're
too close
talking
to the edge. I'm
top
like,
Top of, like,
Get the
Empire State
fuck.
thing, like.
Yeah.
You're talking that. Okay, yeah, I get
I
you.
think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know. I think I'm just fucking self-diagnosing here. You know?
Yeah, no, I get that, but I mean,
Like, I'd be in an airplane looking at the window, be like, this is grey.
yeah, that's the highest you can
At the
go,
top of a building looking over the edge going, the fuck?
get me howing.
But it wouldn't be like, say, the Liberty Building in town or something, like, on top of that.
Yeah,
It'd be grand, like,
yeah.
looking over
It's
going,
mad
this
because
is
we've
grey.
often been, like, at the tip top of a mountain, like, just
Yeah,
looking
hanging
down.
off a cliff.
Yeah, literally, like, you know what I
I'd be
mean?
like, this is grey.
That's mad, bro. It's like me as well. It's kind of like if a lift, like,
Maybe it's the fear of falling that I'm more scared of than fucking...
I don't think it's heights.
Yeah.
Because with heights,
Maybe
well,
it's the fear of like, oh shit, I think I can fall here. Do you know what I
yeah.
mean?
Because what I've asked people that are afraid of heights is, and it's only been recently I had this conversation as well. They have told me they get like dizzy spells. Like when
Yeah.
they're up there, they look down and they start getting dizzy and feel like they're gonna bleed and hit the deck. Like,
Yeah.
do you get that?
Not really.
No.
I think it's more the fear of falling, maybe.
Yeah, it could be that.
We just cracked it. We're doctors.
We're doctors.
Give me my PhD.
Here's the medicine. Just don't be afraid.
Just stop.
I
Stop
hate
being
that.
sick.
See, when you're afraid of something, someone's just like, relax, bro, it's all right. No, it's not all right.
Yeah, it's all right for you.
Yeah, it's not me.
Not for me.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, but don't worry. That's only like 1/1,000,000th the size of you,
Yeah.
and you're like, because that's helping me.
Relax, bro. That spider won't bite you. Just put them on your face there, will you? It's only a fucking tarantula. Like, no. Absolutely not.
I hate that, brother. I hate people like that. That are just like, hey, no, you'll be alright. Oh, do you know what? I actually never even thought about that. I will be alright.
Thanks. Thanks. Thanks for that. Jeez, I really needed that.
I'm not good on planes or whatever. I'm not good on planes.
Yeah, turbulence. Oh my God. Did I ever tell you about the time when me and Danny were coming? I forget where we were coming home from. I'll have to ask her.
Yeah.
We were coming home from somewhere and we came through like a thunderstorm and all, right?
Jeez.
Rough, right? It shite myself. Absolutely wetting. I was wetting the bed, right? We were coming into Dublin and we had to circle around for a while. We were circling the air for, it felt like forever, right? And you could look out the window and see other planes circling as well, right? So we were like, what the fuck is going on here?
Oh, you could see other planes
Other
as well?
planes circling as well.
Jeez.
We were like, oh my God, we're all going to die, right? So we started to land or whatever, and it was rough as fuck. The turbulence was, oh my God, I never felt that like it. It felt like the plane was just dropping out of the sky. Now, it only drops a certain amount, do you know what I mean? But it feels like you're dropping fucking mountains.
Yeah, yeah. It was just like one of them lights off, mask down type of thing.
It wasn't masked down, but the lights were turned off, and we were told to like hold on and stuff like that. We were told to brace or whatever like that. And the thing came down to the runway, right? Hit the runway, right? Landed on, like, hit the runway.
I went back up.
And went back up into the air.
No.
Swear to God.
No, I would be rattling.
God.
Shaking in me boots.
The captain told us that he didn't say fuel was low, but we had to land because we've been up in the air for too long. That's basically what he said. He's basically saying, look, we're running out of fuel here, so like we need
this has to happen soon.
Hit the fucking runway and bounce back up into the fucking air. Had to go straight back up. Oh my God.
No. Seaplanes, bro. My whole thing. I think it's a claustrophobia thing as well.
Have you ever been in a little propeller plane? Like the small planes with the propellers?
No. Have you?
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah.
Were you running drugs for Pablo Escobar, bro?
No, it was an Aer Lingus. Aer Dingus. A little smallish plane, like about 60 people on or something max. Little propeller planes.
How the fuck did you end up on that?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't even question these things anymore.
It was rough. I've been in a helicopter and all, it was grand.
Yeah, I've never been in a helicopter.
Flew over Vegas in a helicopter. went down to the Hoover Dam. That was good crack, that was. Steadily. Yeah. Then we came back, flew over the strip, over all the casinos and all that. It was cool. I was grand in that.
Is the Grand Canyon close to Vegas?
It's not close, but you know me, like an hour or 2 hour drive. If you were going to go,
you'd go from Vegas more than
anywhere else.
You
can do. I'm not too sure, to be honest, but we drove down to it as well. Me, Rick, and Melissa once. Danny, we drove down to it. It was a good crack, little convertible. All of us locked, apart from Ricky because he doesn't drink. It was great.
No, because I always thought you could do a helicopter ride. Anyway, I'm getting off track here. Continue your story.
Yeah, helicopter was grand, brand new thing, rattling around the place, grand. In an airplane though, if it rattles,
game over for you.
I just want to be on a boat. Just put me on a fucking boat.
Yeah. Now what happened to me was, bro, I went to
You ever been on a boat when it starts rocking? Like a ship?
Yeah.
Like,
I went to
when you're going to Holyhead, like in England.
Yeah.
And it's rough at sea.
Yeah. It's heavy tack, yeah. Yeah, it's scary out, bro. Scary out.
Come on.
Yeah.
Sorry, what were you saying?
I went to Tenerife with my man and dad. That was like the last foreign holiday I had before I like grew up and started going on holidays with my mates and all.
Yeah.
So that was like, there was like a 10-year gap, like, do you know what I mean, from when I went. So when I was getting on this plane, bro, I don't like planes anyway, but when I was getting on it again for the first time in 10 years, I was kicking it. I think, you know what it is with me? I did like turbulence or anything like that, bro. I'm mad calm about it, like. But it's like, when I'm on a plane, I think to myself, I start getting into my head, I'm like, if I start freaking out here, right, or if anything happens here, I can't get off this thing.
No,
like I can't open the door and go out and get fresh air. Like, you know what I mean?
I'm done. I'm fucking done.
Yeah, that's the way, and that kind of brings on a little panic station for me. Like, you know what I mean? It kind of just brings on little panic attacks now. But I get through it. Like I always tell Danielle, I always say to her, "Hey, look, if we're on a plane and I'm not saying anything to you, I'm not being a dickhead. Just don't ask me what's wrong with me either. Just know what the gig is. Like,
I'm just waiting.
Know what the gig is. Like.
You ever flew to America, Ran?
No.
Oh, you're in for a treat.
The longest I've ever flown was 4.5 hours. And that was a fucking nightmare from the start, bro.
We've had rough flights to America. Long haul flights to America.
I'd say so.
One time we were landing in New York and I must have dozed off, right? And I just remember waking up and going, oh, what the fuck? And I was at the window seat, because I'm always at the window seat, because I'm scared of heights.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Of course.
So I woke up, right? and the airport in New York, it's right on the water. So when you're landing, it looks like you're going to land in the fucking sea.
In the sea, yeah,
right?
you were saying that.
So
before,
I opened my eyes and I was like, that was grand. I must have dozed off for 20 minutes. Look down, all I see is the fucking sea. I'm like, I thought we were going to
flying
fucking
over the
die.
Hudson.
I thought we were going to die. And next of all, I just see the concrete then and he lands. I'm like, oh my. Danny goes, are you all right? I goes, jeez, I got a fucking fry. Such a fucking fry.
He's like, I got a fucking fry.
I was like, I just got such a fucking fry.
Fry from the
die.
shite out of me. Oh, stop. Yeah, no,
I think I grabbed her. I think I was like, and she was like, will you relax? There's other
Takes
people
the
on this
headphones
flight.
off and she's like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Get off
Looking at me like, why are you
She like
sweating?
yanks her arm. Get off me, you little weird.
You're sweating. There's no spiders on this plane. How do you know? Brock is probably with us.
Brock is probably with us. Dwayne's probably with us. Oh. Out came Dwayne and watched the sport.
Oh, God, man.
Right, so
See the way you were saying about the panic attacks there?
yeah.
Do you ever have a real panic attack? A real
Oh
one?
yeah. Not this like Kim Kardashian. I'm gonna have a panic attack. Like not that, bro. Like I've had the panic attacks. Like
The one where you think you're having a heart attack, you're going to
yeah,
die?
it's horrible. It's horrible.
Rough.
I was suffering with them for a while when I was in school. My last year in school, in sixth year.
They're
Suffering
horrible,
with them
they are.
for a while, where like I started becoming a thing where I couldn't even leave the gaff around. Like
Oh, they strike the fear of fucking God in you if you believe them. I've had them a couple of times.
Yeah.
Fuck me. I ended up
Scary,
in hospital
bro.
twice. Like,
yeah.
thought I was having a fucking heart attack.
I remember you text me. You sent me a picture or something, and you were like, "I'm sitting here the last 8 hours." I was, "What happened to you?" And you were like, "I don't know, bro. I just couldn't breathe."
Yeah,
You were
that
saying
was
to
my
me.
fucking
Yeah.
chest was pumping, my arm went dead, I was fucking
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah,
I was like, oh my God.
scary, brother. I was suffering with them bad. Again, it was kind of some things that were like, I'm not like diminishing my feelings or whatever, or what was going on in my head at the time, or my mental health, but some things were like made up. Do you know what I mean? I look back now, and some things that I brought it on myself a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? But there was obviously other mental health issues there as well. Like, you know what I mean? But yeah, panic attacks are scary out, bro. I was sitting in the classroom before.
Horrible.
And like it's like when I used to get panic attacks, bro, it was like I used to black out, but not like black out and hit the deck. I'm talking
Yeah.
about like
You just
I couldn't
you-
see
you
anything,
blank it, yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
And like I got up out of the class one day and I just darted towards the door, like, and I
Yeah.
just ran out of school and I just stood there and I had to get a bit of air, like, and I was grand after that. But yeah, man, I was like, that's partly the reason why I went on the mitch for like 2.5 weeks once straight because I was like, I can't leave this gaff.
You and Stuart Little.
Every time I walked out of the house, bro, and walked down to the end of the road, it was like a panic attack was coming on. It was mad. It was mad, but they're horrible, yeah, horrible. Though.
Remember the first one I had was in her ma's house. I was up in the attic. I was sick. I think I had the flu or something like that. No, I didn't have the flu. I've only ever had the flu twice.
Yeah,
It was just like a head cold or something. You know the way we just call it a head cold a flu.
Yeah.
It's not a flu. When you have the flu, you fucking know you have the flu.
yeah. Wipes you out.
You're in bed for a week. Do you know what I mean? You can't fucking move. Like, I think it was just a head cold or something. I was off work or something. I was in the bed, fucking sweating, feeling sorry for myself. Next of all, me fucking just what the fuck was going on? Next of all, my heart starts racing,
Yeah,
chest starts
that.
banging.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause couldn't really catch me breath. My fucking arm was tingling. I was like, oh my
Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
I'm gonna die. I thought I was gonna have a heart attack.
yeah.
And we were up, like, it was the room was up in the attic, so I fucking barreled down the stairs, like almost fell down the stairs,
Yeah.
dropped to my knees on the landing, and then her sister came out and was like, fucking, what's got a big panic? I was like, get the fucking ambulance or whatever, get me an
Yeah,
ambulance,
yeah,
get me an
yeah,
ambulance, I
yeah.
don't know what's going on. Fucking hell,
My
it was
first panic
rough.
attack was the night. Remember the story?
I've never had anything like that before, do you know what I mean? So
Yeah, it's heavy out, bro. It's
when
heavy
you
out.
have it first, you're like, oh, it's
And
not
do you know what's
nice.
mad? Anyone I ever speak to that's had a panic attack before or has like suffered with them or anything like that always remembers their first one that they had. Like
First one was
always.
rough. I
Yeah.
think I've had 3, I think. I've had a couple of like anxiety attack yokes where they're not as bad as a
Yeah,
panic attack.
yeah,
Panic
yeah.
attack is well worse.
Yeah, panic attack is the worst.
Fuck me.
And do you know what's mad? If you don't calm down, you can actually like go into cardiac arrest. Like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
they
You
told me
can
that
actually
in
give
the
it-
hospital,
Yeah,
if
like if
you
you don't
don't calm
relax,
down,
you're
you
gonna have a
can-
heart attack. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
you can walk yourself up.
Yeah, yeah. But the first time it happened to me, remember the sheet story? Remember who's that coming over there?
Yeah,
I know I
Casper.
keep going back to that. Yeah, but that night was the first night I had a panic attack, bro.
Jesus.
First night, and I was locked as well. First time I was locked as well. So
Fucking
it was just, it was mad. Like, that night was the first night I had a panic attack. It was horrible. But a lot of people I talked to, like yourself, what you just said there, Like, even just a sidebar for a second, even talking about panic attacks back in the day would have brought one on me. Like,
Yeah.
that's how bad it was at some stage. Do you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't be able to see the way we're openly talking about it now.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been able to, or start feeling weird.
Yeah,
like,
you'd
do
start
you know what I mean?
panicking. Like.
Yeah, start feeling weird. But that night I had a panic attack, and anyone I seem to talk to always says to me that, like what you just said, that when they're sick, is like a lot of people say when they're sick was like the first time that they've had one or whatever.
Start to panic.
Yeah, start panicking.
I had other stuff going on as well. It wasn't because I was sick. Do you know what I mean? But
that's
it
what
just
I mean,
came out of nowhere.
Yeah, no, that's no. I'm not saying it's not
Fucking
just
hell.
because you were sick or whatever. But a lot of people say
Rough.
when they feel like they were like at their lowest, like even physically, like when they're
Yeah,
sick.
yeah,
do you
yeah.
know what
I
I mean?
get what you mean. Yeah.
It brings it on, like. But yeah, no, I know you had a lot.
There's
of shit
people
going
out there like that suffer from them like daily,
on. Oh
like
yeah,
chronic
yeah,
panic attacks
yeah,
for no
yeah.
reason.
Critical stuff, bro. Yeah.
And they can't fucking get down to the bottom of it. Like can't get to the bottom of it. Or why they're having them.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine that.
Got to the
every
stage,
day.
bro, where I couldn't.
If I had one of them one a year, I'd be fucking getting me
Throw
out
you
of
off,
here, bro.
yeah. Throw you off living your life, bro. Not like living your life as in I don't want to be here type of thing, but throw you off even wanting to leave the gaff or
Yeah,
anything like
fuck
that, or
me,
experience anything, because like we're going to Poland next week, 2 weeks. We're going to Poland. We're going over to Krakow, me and Danielle, and I'm shitting myself. if I'm
You'd be
being-
grand. What is it,
if
about an
I'm
hour and a
being
half flight? 2 hour flight?
It's under 3 hours.
Is it?
But the thought of it would bring on a panic attack
Yeah,
more
yeah.
than the actual thing, like, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Yeah, panic attacks are not good, bro. Not good.
Awful.
Not good.
And it's gas. Like people that haven't had them, it's hard to explain it to them.
They can't wrap their head around it, sort of. Like, they're like,
It's
what?
hard to explain it to somebody that hasn't had one.
So you weren't having a heart attack. Well, then what was going
so
on?
what was wrong with you then?
Yeah.
You just Abby acting. It's like,
You're just- yeah, and you're like-
no.
And that's the thing that, like, back in the day, it was a thing that when I would have a panic attack or whatever, you'd get the whole, like, just relax, you'd be grand.
Yeah,
And
just
you're like,
calm down. It's like,
if
I
I
can't
could
fucking
calm down, I fucking would, like, you know what I mean?
Thanks, doctor.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you. Oh, that's over with. Yeah, I feel grand now.
Relax. Do you know what, Richie? He has all the
He
gems.
has it figured out, this fella.
This fella knows life. You know?
You're on fire. Just relax. Oh, Jesus.
But yeah, again, that's a very it's a very Irish thing as well to do that, isn't
Yeah,
it?
of
Like,
course it is.
it's very like, it should be grand.
Yeah,
You know what I
you'd
mean?
be grand. Stop. Go
Yeah.
on. Crack on
Yeah,
with it. Like,
yeah.
go on.
Yeah, to a certain extent, I understand it, but not a lot of the time. Like, to a certain extent, I understand. Like, if you it's like they say, bro, if you wake up tomorrow and you purposely, like, forcefully put a smile on your face and you walk around smiling for a half an hour, it's proven that, like, for the first half an hour that you're awake, it's proven that you will more than likely have a happier day, like, just
Yeah.
because you were, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So-
You're being positive.
So that's what I'm saying. There is a certain element I do understand, and it's them saying, like, that's their way of comforting you, like, you know what I mean? They're like,
Well, they don't know what to do or say,
Yeah.
do they? They're uncomfortable in the situation.
Yeah,
So, like,
exactly.
I'd be grand. Don't worry about
yeah,
it.
yeah.
And move
No.
on, like, you
Yeah.
know. When someone cries in front of you, you're kind of like, oh, fuck,
Yeah.
what do I do here?
What do I do here? Like?
I'm bad in any situation like that.
Yeah.
Danielle says I'm not, but I am. I'm rough in them
Yeah.
situations. I don't know what to fucking do. I'm an introvert, so small talk with people is a fucking nightmare for me.
Yeah, I'm an extrovert, bro. You know me. I'd wrap my arms around anybody that was crying. Like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? That's the way I am. Like, I'd be like, hey, there was like, there's introvert elements that I have and extrovert elements that I have, and I think that's the same with you as well. I think you were introverted in a way. I'm not like trying to make your
Yeah.
your mind up for you're at. And, like,
I
but
am
coming from somebody that's
kind of.
looking on the outside to you, like, and I've known you for how long now? Like,
Yeah.
I think that some parts there's some parts of whatever that you'd be more extroverted than what I would be in situations, and vice versa.
Oh,
type
you
thing.
mean, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about?
When we're in like a studio setting or something.
Yeah. And
I
you're
know
like,
what you mean.
Take that out of there, do this, and
Yeah.
you control the room.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
very bad at that. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? I'm very
I
bad
don't
at
think
that.
that's to do with an introvert and extrovert way of. I think that's just we have a job here to do, and this is what
Right.
needs to be done.
Yeah, it could be.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
could
think that's
be.
the way I look
Yeah.
at it.
Yeah.
You know,
Could be that, yeah.
because I would happily sit in a dark room in a corner and just
not
feel
talk
sorry
to-
for myself
yeah,
and not
yeah.
talk to anybody for
Yeah.
days on end. It's not good for me,
No.
but I would happily do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I'm the same, bro. I started to find this whole
I enjoy my own company. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm
I
very
enjoy
much
it.
the same. Very
Like,
much the same that way.
All the lockdowns and all that stuff. grand.
Lovely.
Don't have
an
to see anyone.
excuse to see anyone.
Don't have to see anybody.
Yeah.
Nobody texts me to come out or do that, and I'm like, yeah, grand.
I think even around then, me and you met up twice or something on a little social distance walk. Like,
yeah.
that was it. Like,
It did affect me in other ways, but in that, I don't think it affected me at all.
Yeah.
Like.
No, because you're like me. I'm happy. Leave me in the gaff. You know what I mean? I'm
just
happy.
leave me here, please.
With these speakers and this laptop, I'm good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This microphone. But, yeah, I'm like that as well. As I got older, I started to be very, like I'd lock myself in the spare room, and just create.
You got to try snap yourself out of that.
You've said that to me before.
I understand the creating thing. I understand all that,
Yeah.
when you're in that zone or you're in that kind of that flow state or whatever, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's the way it works, because I'd often be in here and Danny will know, like, I'll say, oh, I'm going up for an hour, and she's like, all right, I'll see you tomorrow, because she knows I just lose track of time.
Same. Yeah.
Everything else just disappears. Doesn't even feel like I'm sat in the room.
The
like,
day
just
goes away from
gone.
me when I'm doing that.
Whether I'm painting, whether I'm in the bit of art studio behind you painting, or I'm over here with the music thing or whatever, or if I'm making something, by hand or whatever I'm doing creatively, time just doesn't exist, just disappears, like, and I'll just lose myself in it. But if you ask me to do that now, it's like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
I have to put what together?
I'm the same.
I just can't do it.
I'm the same. But I think it's great that as well you have somebody that understands that. Like speaking from my experience, Danielle knows that if I come home, or if I wake up and I'm like, I need to go in here and just make something, she knows I'm having a bit of a shit time, like, and she knows to just leave me to it.
Yeah, my Danny's like that as well. She knows I make the best, like when I'm making beats or whatever, the best stuff I do is when I'm pissed off, or if I'm
or something's upsetting you.
Not in a good headspace, like I'll come up and I'll just vent up here, do you know what I mean? I get it out.
Yeah. So same,
and then I'll go looking for her then when I'm finished, you know what I mean? I'll go looking for whoever else then, whoever is around. Like.
That's the same with me. And Danielle knows my Danielle.
That sounded weird when I said I'll go looking for her. I just mean I'm up here, like, on my own. You know what I mean? I'm on my own. I'm in my own space. I just fucking, when I'm kind of ready to mix with somebody, you know what I mean? I go.
It's almost like you have to get, like, for lack of a better term.
Or she'll come find me eventually,
Yeah.
Come up and see if I'm alright or whatever. See if I need that. And then I kind of just, not snap out of it. That's not the right word, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no, I get you. Yeah, it kind of takes you away a little bit, yeah. No, I know what you're saying. It's, I'd say it's tough as well being with somebody like that, you know what I mean?
Of course.
Like, that's why I was saying that.
One of my biggest fears, man, I'll tell you what, I have two fears, right? This would probably be a bit deep and heavy. I have two fears. One of my biggest fears is I'm not scared of death, right? I'm not scared of dying.
Oh, I'm terrified.
I have no fear of death. I don't care. It is what it is. You close your eyes, you go to sleep. Do you know what I mean? You close your eyes, you don't open them back up again. I have no fear of death. My biggest fear is not being here for them.
Yeah, for the girls and Barley. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's my biggest fear, is not being here for them and not seeing them grow up. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to be what? I'll be 65 when Barley's my age. And I hope to fuck I'm still here.
Yeah,
to see him at my age.
Yeah.
That's my big fear, is not seeing them grow into adults. You know what I mean? Because I want to see what type of people they are and
how they turn out.
Same as Danielle. I want to see what she looks like when she's 70. Do you know
of course,
what I mean?
yeah.
I want her to see what I look like when I'm fucking 70. Like, do you know what I mean? Will I look like Meow Lad?
Yeah,
I look like him now, but like, will I look exactly like Meow Lad with the big hair now?
The big hair, the suits.
You know, that's my fear, is just not being here for them. Whether they need me or not, I don't know, but you know what I mean?
Man, stop that.
No, but I'm saying that's how I think, like, do you know what I mean? I don't really have fear of death or anything like that. Obviously, I want to be here, I want to live life or whatever like that, but I don't really fear it as much as I used to when I was a lot younger. Really terrified of it, like, and not leaving something behind. Like, when I was your age, all that mattered to me was being not being famous, just having some sort of legacy left behind. Like, when I'm gone, it's like, oh, Jace, remember this? You know what I mean? It's almost like leaving your name or a stamp or something like that.
Yeah.
On the world or whatever like that. That was my main thing. Then when we had Dory, got married, we had Dory. I was like, oh, okay, this is what it means.
Yeah.
This is what it means. I never thought I'd have kids or get married. I didn't think anybody would want to fucking be with me because I'm such a moody cunt. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
But I was lucky enough to find Danielle, and she
yeah.
she stuck with me or whatever, and we work. You know what I mean? But when we had Dory, that all changed. Then it was no longer about I need to leave something behind, because she'll be my thing that I leave behind.
Yeah.
She'll remember me, and she'll go off into the world with whatever I teach her. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Same as Danielle. Like, I'm sure she thinks the same way or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Then obviously we had Barley and all that sort of stuff, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, that is one of my biggest fears, is just not being able to see them grow, or not being here. Like, if something ever happens to them, if the fucking Dory was to break her arm or something, like I fell over a tree and break her arm and I wasn't here to cradle her, do you know what I mean? Or tell her, you be grand.
Yeah. You be grand.
You be grand, don't worry about it.
Relax.
Fine, relax. Oh, thanks, Dad, I'm grand now. You know,
Yeah.
that's one of my biggest fears. And my second biggest fear, this is the two biggest fears I have. My second biggest fear is me.
You yourself.
I'm terrified of myself.
Okay.
Absolutely terrified. I'm a horrible, horrible bastard to myself. I'm horrible. Nobody hates me more than I hate me. Do you know what I mean? That is the truth. I know it's a bit heavy.
No,
Nobody hates me like I hate me. I fucking hate myself. And I know what I'm capable of doing to myself. That's one of my biggest fears. The two of them coexist. Because I'm scared of what I can do to myself physically.
Yeah.
And not be here for them, you know?
Yeah. And have that kind of, I don't know, self-destruct mode type of thing.
That's it, because I know what I'm like. I know what I'm like. Once I get an idea in my head, I can't stop until that's fucking done. You know?
Yeah.
I'm a bit of a perfectionist like that. Like, I'm a
no,
fucker for it.
that is deep, bro. That is deep, bro.
That's my two biggest fears. I don't really fear death. It's grand. You know, whatever happens, happens. The fear is not being here to see them grow, the three of them.
Yeah. Although I can't identify.
And you, I want to see what type of man you turn out to be. You and Danielle, if you ever have kids or whatever.
Yeah.
I want to see that. Like, I want to be around to see that as well. Do you know what I mean? You're like a little brother to me, so.
Yeah, I know, bro. I know that. And that's the thing, that although I can't relate because I don't have kids, I can really relate to what you said your second fear was. Like, that there, for me, I'm the same, bro. I'm like, what you just said, you're a horrible bastard to yourself.
Yeah, I'm a nasty fucker to myself.
I'm the exact same. Like, I'm my own worst enemy. Like,
I think, to be honest, from talking to people that I know, like creative people, the majority of people I'm around these days are creative people, they're artists and blah, blah, blah. I think we're all, I think everybody's more or less the same. Do you know what I mean? We all have fucking issues. We all hate ourselves, or we hate something about ourselves. So blah, blah, blah. If you say you don't, you're lying. Come on, you're lying.
No, there's always something.
You know what
there's
I mean?
Always something, yeah.
You can't be a winner every day. Like, when does it stop meaning to win? You know what I mean? If you win every day, like, come on. It's not realistic. I think every kind of creative person or artist or someone like that has that self-doubt in them. That kind of hatred for themselves, and you know what it's like when you're working on something. It's the best thing you've ever made that minute, and then about an hour later, it's like, oh my god.
And then you're like, am I even
the self-hate comes in?
Doing this shit?
What am I doing?
Yeah.
Why am I doing this?
Yeah.
No, what is this for?
It's heavy, bro. It is heavy, and like I always say to Danielle as well, Dib. That's what we were told. We said we were going to do. You're Danny, I'm Dib. Yeah.
I have a Danielle. He has a Danielle.
Yeah. Right. So Dib. Yeah.
They coexist.
See. Yeah. I always say to her that I'd imagine it's tough being with me, because I find it tough being with me. Like,
yeah.
Do you know what I
mean?
yeah. Like, it's hard to explain, bro. Like, I've often thought, like, and I've actually went and got checked. Like, and my man and dad don't even know this, but I don't mind even saying it here. But I went and got checked for like bipolar, like, because I
used to think I was bipolar. Yeah.
I still think I am.
I was told I wasn't, but
I still think I am, because see what you said, that word moody cunt, that's me, bro. I'm a moody bastard. Like, I'm a moody bastard. You know what I mean? Like, I woke up yesterday morning, and this is how honest I'm gonna be here. I woke up yesterday morning and I was in a stinker. And I couldn't but bro, I couldn't tell you why. I don't know where it came from. Danielle's asking me questions, I'm getting snappy at her. I'm just a bad energy in the gaff.
Yeah.
And then I go out for the day. Like yesterday I went out for the day and I went to see my mate Sean. I went to see my mate Sean and I went to see my other mate as well. And then I came back and I was happy as Larry. And I'm like saying to myself, like, and she's asking me, like, what was wrong with you this morning? And I'm like, I couldn't tell you. You know, I don't know. Like, I don't. And there's obviously something deep rooted, like, you know what I mean? And And yeah, I don't know, it all comes to play, bro. But that's exactly what you said. I say to her all the time. That's like my quotable to her. Not just a quotable. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. I always say to her, like, look, I don't know how. I'd say it's tough being with me because I find it tough being with me. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And I don't know how you bleed and put up with it. You know what I'm saying? But my biggest fear, like I identify with both your fears. I imagine I'll be the same when I do have kids as well.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And all we can do, bro, is
sounds kind of corny as well when I say, like, kids, kids do change your life in a million different ways, but when people shite on about it, like the Hallmark card, fucking kids are wonderful.
Yeah.
They're not. Do you know what I mean? They are to a certain extent, but they're little fuckers. You know what I mean? You're rearing a little version of yourself. Yeah. So come on, the little terrorist in the gap. You know what I mean? But that is a fear. Like, I want to see what person they turn into. Like, I'm like, Dory is such an intelligent child.
Oh yeah.
We've been told by teachers and many different fucking people that she's well ahead for her age. Like, she's very intelligent. She gets it from Danielle. She doesn't get it from me. I'm a stupid cunt. But she's super intelligent. So I'm dying to see. She wants to be an artist when she's older, but I'm dying to see what she's going to turn out as.
What she's going to turn out as.
She's so fucking intelligent. Like, I'm dying to see what type of person she turns out to be. Same as Barley, you know?
But I'm the same. We even your kids, bro, and even you and Danny, look, I'm dying to see. I can't wait till you were playing 60,
I'm dying
70.
to see what they turn out like.
You're 60, 70 and we're all around.
Still rolling around the Civic.
And me and you were sitting there. Me and you were sitting there going, do you remember we recorded the podcast?
Do you remember those 4 episodes we did?
That's what I mean, like, and I can't wait to see all that as well, bro. So I definitely identify with that as well. But I think one of my biggest fears is it kind of touches on what you were saying about wanting to leave a legacy. When you were my age, it's not that when I was a little bit younger, like say only about 4 or 5 years ago, that was a thing for me. I was like, I want to leave something behind. Like, I want to make sure that people remember me, type of thing, like, and they remember my contribution to the world, like, sort of thing, and the art space and the creative space and stuff like that, and I'm like a renowned name, but I think now it's not so much that for me. Right now, it's that, like, of course, I still want those things, like, but if they don't happen, it's not a fear of mine. Like, if it doesn't happen,
it's more you want the respect now.
Yeah, it's not a fear or anything like that. But the fear is me reaching a certain age in my life. And it's like, I'm looking at myself in the mirror and I'm like, what the fuck have I done? Like,
yeah,
that's the thing.
I'm like that all the time.
I'm like, I'm going to look at myself one day and go, I have done fuck all. You know, like, you know, that's my biggest fear, bro, at the moment. My biggest fear is that, and look, it's probably a selfish thing, you know what I mean? But, and maybe it is a thing that I'm so hard on myself. Like, I could look at myself when I'm 40, bro, 50, and say, what the fuck have I done? And other people could say, have you accomplished so much? Like, but to me, it all boils down to yourself, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? To me, it's not like, what? I made a few tunes. People liked them for 2 weeks, and that was it. Like, like, do you know what I'm saying? So I want to make, like, essentially, it's not even about legacy anymore. That's not a fear of mine anymore. Of course, I still want those things to happen, but I mean, if they don't, it's not fear. The fear is that I am not satisfied. And you know, as an artist and a creative person, and me myself as well, and we're similar in this way, is that we're probably not going to be satisfied, bro.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
That's why I have about 10 albums on the laptop there and it never came out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We're probably, like, so what's happening to me is that it's sort of an inevitable fear. Like, it's going to happen. So I'm shitting myself for that. Like, you know what I mean? I'm so fearful of feeling that way when I'm like a certain age. When I get to, and I have the kids and they're grown up and I'm sitting here and I'm like, what have I done? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's definitely, it's a rational and an irrational fear. Like, you know what I mean? It's the rational side of it is, of course, that can be, of course, I'm allowed to fear feeling like I've done nothing. But the irrational side of it is that people would just do the Irish thing that they always do and compare me to other people. Yeah, but like, look at him, he don't fuck all. Look what you've done. And it's like, that's not how it works. Like,
that's
you
not
know
what
I mean?
talking about.
It's a very, and I've found that recently as well, growing up, especially in the last 2 years, that comparing your situation to other people's situation, bro, is not the way to do it. Like, it's not the way to live. It's not the way
I used to do it when I was young, and it's just,
oh man,
it's not the way.
it's not like, and that's the first thing people say. Like, it's like when I'm complaining about my job, right? And then it's like, yeah, but look, some people can't even get a job. And it's like,
that's not what I'm talking
it's
about.
like, yeah, but like, and like, I was one of them people. I'd turn around, like, you would say to me, like, oh, I feel sick after eating that. And I'd be like, yeah, well, there's people starving. You know what I mean? And you're like,
shut your mouth, Ev.
Yeah,
Go feed Stuart, little prick.
but you know what I mean? Like, it's that Irish thing that I think it's an Irish thing. It might be just a worldwide thing. I don't know, but it's that thing that's like, yeah, but there's people starving, and I'm like, but I'm not talking about them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, I'm talking about me.
I'm not talking about that.
Do you know what I'm saying?
You don't get what I'm saying.
I'm not complaining because I'm stuffed. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, it's to get what I'm saying. So that's like, I don't want to seem like that person that is complaining that he hasn't done enough, because that's not a fear of asking yourself or not being satisfied with yourself, bro. That's a fear. That's just, to me, in my opinion, would be, that's just trying to overwork yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there's a difference between trying to overwork yourself and feeling like you haven't done enough, or just feeling like you haven't done enough. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's a fine line, if that makes any sense. Like, because there's one thing of like that selfish thought of like, well, I could have done more. And then it's going to be, yeah, well, everybody else could have done more with their life. Like, do you know what I mean? It's,
I know exactly what you're talking about. Like, I used to look at people and be like, why the fuck did they get that now and I didn't?
Yeah.
We're both doing the same thing. We're both painting pictures or whatever. Why did that come get in that studio and I didn't? Because he went and did the work and got in there.
Exactly.
Where I sat at home and thought, this is great now. Somebody will come knocking on the door with an opportunity. No.
Never ever going to happen. Ever going to happen. Look at the prime example is, we've been in the studio together 8 years, bro, 8-9 years. And there hasn't been one single project that's came out of it. No. And the reason being is because it's although we feel like we're like hard work, we're out here working. Yeah. It's like, at the time, and only recently, I feel like I'm actually working hard towards something, and you were probably the same. And when we started, it wasn't hard work, bro. We were just...
No, we were experimenting and crafting the art and growing. That's what it was about
and
back
finding
then.
That, identifying that.
It was different then.
Yeah, of course. But that's what I mean. It's like what you just said. You have to be... Like, I can't sit here and say...
You can't turn around, right? Let me say, you can't turn around tomorrow and be like, I'm going to be a carpenter now. So tomorrow I'm just going to go out and just going to make a load of shelves and fucking whatever else. Yeah, I'm going to go build a house out of wood. Like, you can't do that. No. You need to learn the craft. And you need to give it the time it deserves. Do you know what I mean? You need to respect it and give it the time it deserves. Mm-hmm. You can't turn around tomorrow and be like, I'm going to be a graphic designer, I'm going to be a painter, I'm going to be like a big famous artist. It's like, you're not, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You got to go do the fucking work.
It's not that easy.
It's like comedians. Comedians will tell you got to do about 10 years of shy. You know what I mean?
Of terribleness.
Of terribleness. Do about 10 years. When you get about 10 years fucking under your belt, then you can call yourself a comedian. Yeah.
But it's like it's like when I used to get annoyed with you, not with you, like at you or at him, but I used to be annoyed in your presence, and you used to be laughing at me, and you were right to laugh at me, because I used to be like, bro, where are all these people getting these opportunities now? And I'd be like, why is that person on that list? Why am I on the top 10 Irish artist list? That's because you have one song out, F. What are you talking about? You've one song out.
Done the work
That's
to get
what I'm saying. Like, and I'd say to you, yeah, true. And then like, I'd go back to the gaff and I'd still be even pissed off at you, bro. I'd be
in
like,
the mirror,
why did he say that to me? Does he hate me? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying.
He doesn't respect me as an artist.
Do you know what I mean? And like, I can't sit here and be like, I don't know why I'm not I'm not regarded as one of the best artists or one of the best writers in this country. Yeah. When, like, how could I be when I have 4 tunes out and one of them was for a B tape that you did, like, you know what I mean? And one of them was a pop single, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then there's Prey and Mass, and them two are just like gutter stuff, like, you know what I mean?
We all when you. I'm sure most people are like that. You know, you're trying to make it out of your situation, or like make it out of the hood or whatever it is. Out the hood. You know, and trying to make it out or whatever. So you think the world owes you something when it doesn't.
And that's the way. That was my attitude. And I want to take the time now to apologise to anybody that I pissed off back then, because I was an arrogant. Yeah, it was just you. So I apologise to you, Rocky. But I was an arrogant little artist.
Asshole.
Yeah, I was an arrogant little asshole that just thought I was like, I wouldn't even collaborate with anybody back then, bro. No. You know what I mean? Like, no. I know we're going off subject here, but again, it's a part of growing, isn't it? Like, I grew up and realised, do you know what? This whole time Rocky's been making me cry with the responses. He's been fucking right. Like, you know what I mean? You've been right the whole time.
Because I've been through it.
Yeah, yeah.
I've
No,
been through
you've
it,
seen
bro.
it from.
I've
Yeah.
been through it. I've been around that many artists that have came up to know.
Yeah,
It's like, we gotta get this music out. No, you
yeah,
don't. Nobody's waiting for it.
yeah,
Who's
yeah,
waiting for that?
yeah,
Nobody. Who
yeah.
cares? Take your time with it.
Everything was rushed back then for me as well.
Take
Everything
your
was a
time
rush.
with it and grow.
Yeah.
Fail. If you don't learn how to fucking fail,
You'll never
you're
learn how to
never
win.
gonna catch a win.
Yeah, yeah.
Do
No,
you know what I
definitely,
mean?
bro.
You'll never catch a win.
Definitely. I know that for a fact. But that's like back then, bro. I had this very small mind mentality of
Because you came from a council estate.
I'm the greatest.
You came
person.
from a council
Yeah.
estate. You came
Yeah.
from nothing, and you expected the world owed you everything, and they didn't.
Although I was confident, it was a fake bravado I had on, bro. It was fake because I was the most insecure person about music ever. Like,
Who
do
isn't?
you know what I'm saying?
Come
Like,
on.
about me art, like I was insecure. bro.
Come on, who
Like
isn't?
even when you say stuff to me now, where I'm not gonna say what you say, but I'm saying that even when you respond to whatever I send to you, I'm like, look, this is what I've done today, and you send it back to me, whatever your response is, I'm always like I just take it with a pinch of salt. You know what I mean? I'm like, like I can't. Don't tell me that. You know, I say that to you all the time. When you say to me, this is blah 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 blah, I'm like, don't tell me that. I don't want an expectation on anything. You know what I mean? I don't want an expectation on anything at all. I know all you're doing is just being like trying to make me see. And I get that, like, but I've always been like that, bro. I don't want an expectation on anything that I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? And you taught me about time. You know what I mean? Like, you taught me that about time. That I was like, why are you rushing to get this thing out for? Like, relax.
It's a big thing for me.
That's what I mean.
So much shite comes out all the time.
Yeah.
From loads of people. Oh, it's so much shite.
Yeah,
just garbage. Like, you're just throwing fucking shite at a wall to see what sticks.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever sticks, you run with it.
Yeah.
It's not the way to go about it.
No.
If you're looking for some sort of longevity or career, if you're throwing shit at a wall and you're just going with what sticks, nobody's going to remember that.
No.
You know?
And time was a huge
Nobody's
thing.
going to remember it. You need to put time in and put the craft in and the work. You need to work. Like, people always say, look at him on telly now making music. You've made it out. It's like, nah, bro. Do you know what got me out here? What? A job.
Yeah.
Working.
Yeah.
I worked my fucking hole off.
Yeah, for sure, bro. For sure.
Me and Danielle worked our fucking holes off. Getting up at stupid o'clock in the hour, going to work, slaving away for shite money.
Mm-hmm.
Then eventually we got into jobs where we got decent money.
Mm-hmm.
And we bought a fucking house. That's what we did. We just saved, scrimped and saved. And that's what
Yeah.
you do, man. You want to get out of your situation, get up and fucking do the work and do
for
it.
Yeah, 100%. And that again is
And not everybody thinks like that. And, you know, it's unfair to say, like, just get up and do the fucking work.
no, of course, yeah.
You have to be in, you have to want it. If you want it, get up and do the work and it'll come.
Yeah. And it sounds so cliche.
It
and
does. It's
mad
pure
because
cheesy.
I've only ever seen it
Hard work will outweigh talent. 9 times 10.
every day of the week, bro. Every day of the week. Hustle outweighs talent every day of the week.
Every fucking day of the week.
Every day. And I'm only seeing that stuff come to fruition. That statement that you used to be making to me back in Blade in 2013, whatever it was. I'm only seeing that coming to fruition now, like.
Yeah, because
Like,
you're
it's-
getting older. And
that's what I'm saying.
You're
Like, it's-
realising
yeah.
you're seeing other people go through the exact same things. You're like,
Yeah.
I'm not the only one.
Yeah, exactly. But you know yourself, bro. I'm very, very, very. That's like another fear of mine. A fear of mine.
And another
is,
thing is,
yeah, go on.
all the artists and rappers and whoever else the fuck were the big names when you were coming up and you were like, what?
Yeah.
Where are they now?
Yeah. That's
Have you
very
heard
true.
anything from them now? No. Like, come on.
Yeah.
It comes and goes, bro.
It's
It
very
comes
true.
and goes. It
It's
comes
very
in
true.
waves.
It's very true. But the reason I say all that, and the reason you probably say all that, is because it's another fear of mine when it comes to the creative aspect of my life. Another fear of mine is because I'm very insecure about my stuff, bro. You know that, and I've only realised that lately. Like, that I'm very insecure about everything, every line I write.
Yeah,
is-
you do send me fucking podcast worth of fucking voice notes explaining what that line means. I'm like, I get it.
Yeah.
You don't have to explain it.
That's the insecurity.
If you have to explain it, there's something going on there.
Yeah. No,
Don't
that's the
explain it.
insecurity. Like, so I have that, and I've always had that. I've always been insecure. And some people may listen to this and be like, "What? I never knew that." But I am. Like, I'm still insecure as a writer. Like, but that's another fear of mine, is to then present something that I'm already insecure about to the world. Let's just say Ireland instead of the
Yeah.
world, because I'm not Jay-Z, right? But when I present something to Ireland that it just gets lost in the wall of shit.
Yeah, it does.
Do you know
Of
what I
course
mean?
it does. Of course it does.
That's my fear, bro. My fear is that just getting lost in the wall of shit. So
Yeah.
it's again, it's another fear of wanting to make something that's very true to myself, and making it concrete, making it a brick in that wall rather than just a shite.
Yeah, of
you
course,
know what I mean?
of course.
That's the whole fear of
Leaving
mine.
the stamp, leaving the
Yeah.
legacy and the culture.
Yeah, yeah, and just being a part of a time in Irish culture. Like,
Of course, you want to be part of the conversation.
do you remember in 2021 when this came out though,
Yeah,
like Time
yeah,
Capsule?
yeah.
Because to me, Mango and Mattman's album, Casual Work, bro. Shout out to the boys. Casual Work to me is like, if there's a time capsule made for Irish hip hop,
that's the one.
That's put 10 copies of that
It
in there.
explains the last 10 years of Dublin.
Yeah, put 10 copies of that in there. Do
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And
Absolutely.
it's just that for me was such like, and it will be such a concrete. That'll be a brick in that wall. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It won't be just a shite that's being thrown at. And that's essentially that. I'm not chasing. I'd never chase, and this is the insecurities talking again. I'm over explaining myself because I'm just afraid people take me up wrong. But it's that I'm not chasing something that I think will work. I'm making music right now. It's the healthiest I've been with making music because it's the healthiest mindset I've been in because I'm making music for myself. I don't give a fuck if nobody likes it. I don't care, bro. But at the same time, it would be nice, you know what I mean, for it to be a break. And this is the complex mind of someone
in a
that's
constant
insecure.
battle with yourself.
Yeah.
I don't care, but it would be nice though.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's a tug of war, like. And I know people might be saying he's saying he doesn't care, but he does care. But actually, like right now, I feel great with making music because it's the healthiest I've ever been in that aspect. That I'm making music for me, bro.
Yeah, you're putting the work in. You're putting the work in,
and I'm doing it for me. I'm not.
You're
doing
feeling the benefit of the work.
Oh yeah,
coming back at you.
100%.
With the quality of the music you're making now.
100%. Like back then, even up until 2-3 years ago, bro, I was making music that I thought people would like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you could hear that. And then I knew you were saying to yourself, look, I'm going to sit back, let him make all these mistakes that he's making.
You
and then
eventually, you had to learn.
Exactly. And eventually, he's going to get to the point where he's like, do you know what? I'm here now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I know what I'm doing now. Like, sort of thing. Like, and I know what I
hear
want
what
to
you
say.
were listening to.
Yeah. I know what I want to say. I know what I know what I want to do. I know what direction I want to go in. I know it's the most true direction to myself. So I know I went off a bit on the tangent there, but that's a fear of mine, bro. A fear of mine is, again.
Yeah, your music is your kids.
That's Do you know what I'm saying?
No, so
right now,
I understand.
Yeah, right now,
I understand.
Yeah, but it's a big fear. It's a long-winded way of saying I'm insecure about my art, bro.
Who fucking isn't? Who isn't? Whoever says that now's a lying bastard. Who isn't?
Yeah. No, I know.
Fuck all that.
No. Although I'm at a good place, I'm still insecure. Like I always say to you, should I some of the stuff, some of the lines I've said to you've been like, bro, you can't put that in there. Like,
No. Some of them are just.
But then there's some that I think I can put in there, and you send me back, and you're like, no, leave that in there.
Yeah, that's grand. Like, leave that in there.
You know what I mean?
And the stuff you're saying, like, we're not talking fucking like racist lines or
no,
fucking
Jesus, no. And it's not a thing of like
some bigotry or anything like that. It's just some stuff is a bit too personal that you're kind of like, no, you shouldn't put that in there.
Because I've been so out of touch with all of everything, and I'm only back on Instagram and social media a while now. I will send you some stuff, not all now. Obviously, not all of it needs to be proofread or fucking whatever. But I send it to you for that side of things, like where you're like, you kind of have more of an open mind not an open mind, but you kind of have more of a grasp on things where you're like, you were able to tell me, yeah, but think of it this way.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, I get that, like, you know what I mean. And there's not a lot. Like, don't get me wrong, there's not a lot that we've said, like that I've said that we've been like, take that out now. Like, you know what I mean? There's not a lot of that. But like, bro, look, back in the day, I was making music. I was making music that I thought people wanted to hear, and I was also making music in anger, like, because I was like, why is this person? You know what I mean? Like, what's the story there? Like, why is this person?
I'm in their shadow.
You were like to me, I showed you a full track before.
Again, that goes back to you were saying about the lift, getting in the lift and the fucking
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
claustrophobic fear, putting it
Claustrophobic.
on yourself. That's what it is, man.
Yeah.
You're just putting it all on yourself.
Putting all of myself, yeah. I remember I showed you a track before that, mate. I won't tell you what it is, what it's called, what it's about. None. Right, won't say that. I remember I showed you the track before, and you were like, "Why are you wasting your time doing this?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" And like not music, obviously. That's a bit harsh, like you know. What I mean?
No, I know what
But you
you're
were
talking
like,
about.
you're like, why are you even given this energy? Like, and
Yeah.
I'm like, have this militant mindset, bro. Like, oh, they're doing me dirty, blah, blah. Nobody's doing anything to you. What are you talking
all in
about?
your head,
You
bro.
know what I mean?
Self-diagnosed hate.
That's what I mean. Like, they barely know who you are. Like, you know what I mean? Relax. So there was a lot of that, and yeah, again, that was all fears of.
That's hip hop, baby.
That's hip hop, baby.
That's real hip hop.
Still
I
might-
like that Kanye.
Still might put it out, fuck it. You know what I mean? Store things up. No, never. It was a different mentality. It was an unhealthy mindset. I was making music back then, bro. Do you know what I mean? It was unhealthy altogether. Like,
We learn and we grow.
yeah, we grow, don't
grow.
we?
Speaking of growing,
Yeah.
did you grow any dad jokes this week?
Oh, just
Did you?
every time.
Got him.
I don't know. This
Got 'em.
is starting to become a segment, bro. We don't want that. You know what I mean?
I know,
Let's-
but it fucking
let's call
cracks
them-
me up.
Let's call
It
them
cracks
uncle
me
jokes this
up.
week. Hold up. I took some down. On the blow.
Oh, you wrote some down?
Yeah, some of them.
Oh, I
'Cause
like that
I knew
Kanye.
you were gonna hit. Knew he's gonna get at me. Where's my blower?
On the floor.
On the floor. Right. So let me paint the scenario for this one, right?
You want me to direct the scene?
Yeah. Right. Okay. So I'm.
If you have to explain it, it's a shit joke.
No. I'm young fla 1. You're young fla 2. Right?
All right, go on.
So we haven't got names because too much hassle. We're down. You come to me. You knock on my door, right?
Yeah.
And you say,
Do you want me to get sound effects?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. 1 sec.
Hey, go.
Young fella 1.
I'm young fla 1.
All right, yeah.
What's up, young fla 2?
Done.
Come in, bro.
I'm just hanging out with Brock and Stuart.
Fucking Stuart Little. Come in, bro.
Getting a kebab tray.
Come in, bro.
Okay, I'm in.
Walk towards the kitchen. Walk towards the kitchen. Do you want a cup of tea or anything? No?
No.
All right, I don't drink
Thanks.
tea either. And we don't have a kettle. So,
You got a smeg, no?
and then all of a sudden, right, you see a worried look on my face,
Okay.
right? So you're
Young fella 1, you worried?
I'm glad you're seeing it. Without me telling you. The problem is,
I just know you inside out, bro.
this correlates with the fear thing, yeah. So, yeah, no, I appreciate that. And you're the only one that really understands. And then I proceed to bite my nails. I'm like, do you know what it is? I'm afraid for the calendar.
The calendar?
Yeah.
Why? Young fella 1.
Its days are numbered. I'm gonna pass out. Oh. Right, that was a long-winded one. Let me get
me nails. The days are numbered.
It's not numbered. Right, let me see. I'll get a little quick one in, right, for the last one. Right, this one. Shy, bro.
The shit you the better.
What do you call a factory that makes okay products?
What?
Satisfactory.
Oh my god. That's a proper dad joke. That's
have
a shit one.
I have this one, right?
Go on. One more. Go on.
Give one more before we finish up. Hopefully this is a cracker. We don't know, right? Dear math.
What?
Math. Like numbers, equations.
Maths?
Maths.
Dear mouth. Oh, I like that, Kanye.
Oh, I like that guy, yeah. Dear math.
Yeah? Am we talking? Am I a character in this?
You're maths.
Am I Maths?
He's maths.
Maths are great.
No, I'm writing a letter to you.
All right, okay, go on.
Dear math. Grow up and solve your own problems. Turn this thing off.
Oh, fuck this. I'm ROC.
I'm Flynn Johnson.
Like, subscribe, share. This has been Gobsmacked.
Oh,
Oh, I gotta go feed Brock.
I feed Bronco.
I'm gonna feed Stuart Little too.
Stuart Little.